Hi, my name's Amanda McPherson. I'm a teacher leader for this amazing project. Okay, let's do the beginning coding game today. So what you're going to need is you're going to need your masking tape and your blue tarp to start with. So the first thing we have to do is make our grid. We're going to make a 3x3 grid. So if you see right here, we have 3 grids. You're just going to take your tape and go along the edges. And if you want, you can measure it, but some people just usually, eyeball it and do their 3x3 grid. Okay? So once you have your grid made, you're going to need your arrow cards. We have forward arrow cards, left arrow cards, and right arrow cards. So you're going to need to cut these apart so you have your cards. So I have my arrow cards all pre-cut now. Once we do this, we're going to find a spot on our grid that we want to code to. Okay? So I'm going to put tape right here. This is where we're going to go, and our starting point will be right here. So for me to go from here to there, what would I have to do first? So I would probably have to go forward. So forward 1. And then I would have to turn. And one thing we do with the little ones is we help them out with turning. We put a yellow rubber band for left, since our yellow arrow is a left turn. And then we put a red rubber band for right, so they know it's right. So then I have to turn this way, so I have to look at my hands and say, so what way would I have to turn? So I have to turn right. Okay, so you notice Carmen put the code right on the grid for us. This way it's easier for little ones to understand because they have to walk it. So I'm going to see if Carmen got me to the right spot. So first one is forward, and then a right turn. I look at my rubber band, right turn. The next one is forward, forward, left turn. Look at my left, turn, forward, and forward. And we made it. She did it. We got the right code. Okay? So this is a game that you can do with your children. And I was a computer. She was a programmer. She told me where to go. So this is a great game to introduce coding to little ones. So once your students get more advanced at this, it's better to take all these coding arrows, and we're going to put them on the side, just like when you actually code, you have your code run along the side. So Carmen's going to come and move the code for me. So it'll look like this. So I'll just follow, and I'll say forward, forward. I look at my wrist, right turn, red is right, and then forward, and I'd make it there. But that's when they get a little more advanced. We'll make sure we can put the code to the side and not on the tarp anymore. Okay, so one thing we want to explain about the arrows is that you will always notice the word is at the bottom of the arrow, so you'll know how to correctly place it when you are coding. So you see left, it's underneath there to the left, and then you see right, it's under to the right, and forward is always this way. So that way you know how to place your arrows on the grid. Another thing you can do is as your children get better and more advanced at coding is we can flip this over and you can make a bigger grid for your students, and so they have more, and this can make the coding a little harder and more advanced for some of the students, and you can just put tape on the other side so you have 2, a beginner's one and an advanced coding tarp. Once your students master the beginning coding name, you can move on to the next game, mid-level coding game. So you're going to need a cube pattern. There's a cube pattern with all the shapes on there. And then we have 6 shape cards of every single shape. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to make your cube, which you're going to cut this out and tape it and make your cube. So once you have your cube made, we'll go ahead and have you place the cards out on the grid. Carmen, can you place the cards out on the grid? You just put 1 per square. You can spread them out, yeah. Perfect. And for this game, you're still going to use your beginning coding arrows. You're still going to have these to code. And you have your cube. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll the cube. And I have the green rectangle. So we have to do a code to get us to the green rectangle. Okay? So if we start right here, what will we do first? So forward. No, put it inside. We'll do it there. Because they're more advanced, you'd probably want to have it on the side now at this level. And then forward. Forward. So, and then it says left turn and forward. Something happened. We need to debug. Time to debug. Oh, and now it's a right turn. So we're turning right and then forward. And that will happen with your students. They might turn the wrong way, and that's you got to show them. And once they see that, say, oh, time to debug. Let's find out where we made our mistake. And you go back and fix the code. And so we found it to here. So this is how we do the mid-level coding game. So you can move it to advanced, to where you can have them go to 2 different shapes. Like they have to do, you roll the dice and you come up with the red triangle is the first shape you have to go to, and then you continue on to the orange square. So you can do that and you can advance it that way. Or you could also have the children, you can tell them, you can only make 2 right turns or 1 left turn. So there's ways you can make this more advanced to the level, because you will have some kiddos that are ready to move on and some that are not. So it's just nice to have this game for that.